That's actually why people get married, you know, just so you know. Because this is built into marital vows. I'm not leaving, ever, no matter what. It's like, okay, well, that definitely puts a boundary around our arguments, right? Because I can't say every time you manifest one of your flaws, which you're likely to do just as often as me, well, enough of this. It's like, that's horrible, man. If your whole life is, well, every time you get out of line, I'm out of here. It's like, how the hell are you? First of all, you're not going to admit to ever doing anything wrong. Second, you're going to be on you're like a scared cat the entire relationship because, well, who knows, it could just come to an end at any moment. It's like, you know, people say, well, if the possibility of divorce is open, it makes you free. It's like, yeah, that's what you want. You want to be free, eh? Really? Really? So you can't predict anything. That's what you're after. It's a vow, and it says, look, I know that you're trouble. Me too. So we won't leave, no matter what happens. Well, that's a hell of a vow, but that's why it's a vow, right?
These days waking up is getting hard now. I knock the jack back, I pick up what I put down. Bad habits coming round like they're ancient. It's no surprise that I'm gonna need a rain check. Not going out like I don't make any more plans. Sitting in my room staring at the ceiling fan. Wait, who's your mans? Yes, I forgot to ask that. You haunt my dreams, I could see you in my flashbacks.
That's why it's supposed to be a sacred act. It's like, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? What's the alternative? Everything is mutable and changeable at any moment. Well, go ahead, you live your life like that and see what you're like when you're 50. Jesus, it's dismal.
I fill my brain with whatever I could find. I'm self-defeating, always wasting all my time. Got a 9 to my head, but I swear I'm fine. I'm unattached from the little that I call mine. I'm unattentive to these bitches like I go to class. Reach for the holster, load it up, and then I cock back. Up to my dome, running frantic like my last lap. Fill the spaces with distractions, cause you know I'm about to snap. Like the lead on my pencil when I try it right. I smoke a blunt, then I'm sleeping for the whole night. I didn't answer cause I'm busy talking to the knife. Throwing shade like we forgot about the sunlight. Sometimes it's hard to fight back. Wake up around noon, stuck in bed while I smoke the sack. Black fingernails creeping down to your body. Always fucking up like it's way more than a hobby. Feeding for some love, so I'll take what I can get. Nothing's ever enough, death would be the safest bet. Got ashes on my clothes cause everything about me is gross. You said I always did the least, but bitch, I always do the most. People fade away like ghosts, I guess it's for the better. Loving at what cost, feel closer with the reaper. When I see her, it's like all time stops. Cause I'm asleep while the fucking rain drops.
So it's a form of voluntary enslavement, I suppose, but it's also equivalent to the adoption of a responsibility. And there's more to it than that. If you can't run away, then you can solve your problems. Because it might be, okay, well, I'm stuck with you.
Smoking packs while I'm alone. I write these songs and hate myself. This alcohol straight to my dome, and I don't pace myself. Fuck a chaser, all I chase are these illusions. Happiness a fallacy, I've come to the conclusion. These days waking up is getting hard now. I knock the jack back, I pick up what I put down. Bad habits coming round like they're ancient. There's no surprise that I'm gonna need a rain check. I fill my brain with whatever I could find. I'm self-defeating, always wasting all my time. Got a 9 to my head, but I swear I'm fine. I'm unattached from the little that I call mine.
So how about we fix things? Because the alternative is we're going to be in a boxing match for the next 40 years. That's the alternative. So, and you think you're going to fix problems without something like that hanging over your head? There isn't a chance. You'll just avoid them because that's what people do. It's really hard to solve problems, especially in a relationship. Your partner's, you know, manifesting some weird anomalous behavior. You just can't make heads or tails of it. It doesn't seem related to what you're doing at all. They don't want to talk about it. And so as soon as you bring it up, they get mad. And then you bring it up again, they even get madder, and they tell you that you're not going to talk about that or they're going to leave. And so maybe you're really, really persistent because you're kind of a son of a bitch, and then they break down and cry, you know? And then they have this horrible memory that comes flooding forward that's completely, you don't know what to do with it, and then you have to sort it out. It's like, you think you're going to do that unless there's a good reason? You have to know, we better sort this out or we're going to be carrying it around for the next 40 years. That maybe is enough motivation so you'll actually try hard to solve a problem. It's a lot easier to say, well, sorry, we're not going there. But then, good, you'll have it every day, every goddamn day for the rest of your life.
This has just all brought me to realize that I'll spend my life loving you, regardless of whether you love me in return. And if you do, that would be the greatest thing ever.